Hello and welcome to this edition of Wednesday editions. Yes, it is Wednesday with Big Scott 35. Today I'm going to be doing it from here. We'll be doing a lot of oversized stuff that I purchased from the Bike O and on I believe Sport Lots as well. Actually, with the earnings that I made last month. Also have a stack of cards. I'll show those next week. I do have quite a bit from Sport Lots, actually from Upper Deck Direct, and from Mike and from eBay. So a little bit of everything in that stack for next week. Probably won't get too much between here and then. So this will work out just fine. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I kind of start cutting back now with the today is series 2 release, so I already got my order in with Mike. I forgot how much he said he was opening, but be looking to him. I think he's going to have a short sale tonight, being 6/12, and let's see, and then he's probably already posted stuff on his stores, so you'll probably start seeing that tonight from all over eBay. Series 2, a couple of nicer Yamamoto, Austin Wells. I'm sure there's some rookies I'm missing, and whoever is your favorite team. So let's get on with the cards. First is going to be some tins with some Kodak, I believe, 3Ds from Topps. They're called screenplays. So first is this Frank Thomas. It's actually coming up pretty better than I thought it was. So really a long sequence on these. A lot better than like the 3Ds that Topps makes now. And this would be the 10 it came in. I dare not put them back in the 10s. It was rough for me to get them out. My hands just ain't what they used to be. So that was Frank Thomas, and I don't know why I would get Frank Thomas the bum. Next is going to be the kid, Ken Griffey. Yeah, you got to have his swing. Look at that. That is beautiful. His 10. And it's funny because on trading cards database, they list the 10s as a separate item from the card. So that's how I'm doing it in my my spreadsheet. So next is going to be Cal Ripken. Now there is a short print version of this, which I thought was pretty crazy because I think these were like 97. Yeah, 97. So they had a regular and then like short print of some of them. And I haven't checked to see which one. Mike didn't even know it. I go, which ones are these? And so when I asked him later, and this is the Cal Ripken here, 10. So I was I love stuff like this. I was a sucker for the sport flicks back in the day. Couldn't get enough of it. I love when they come out with the Topps 3D every year. Last couple of years, I couldn't get any. They were sold out before, I got a chance. Mike is part of the Topps whatever club. He got blocked out of the duels they just released. And I've gotten that in the past before, the craze. So we might be having another resurgence going on here. I don't know. Because .com is crazy to me. Some stuff doesn't do well, and other stuff, like .com exclusives, like the duels, which is a card with two different players on them. I have like a Jim Palmer, Brooks Robinson auto from that I love. I actually did purchase from Mike. So just love that set. It's a cool set. I got like a Pete Alonso DeGrom, Alonso Judge. It's cool combinations on it. This one here is from Topps Heritage, I believe 22. Um, this is like one of the toppers they had. So this might be from 20. So, or 2000. Yeah, this would be from 20. Sorry. So what I do like on sports lots is you want to like when you buy a card, you want to go see what else that seller sells so you can get the most out of, like, if you're going to pay $4 or $5 shipping, I try to get as much as I can. And that's like, I got this stack of Pete Alonso's from one shipper. I just try to get as much as I can. So I got this one here, which is beautiful. I thought I had this one, but I think I got one similar to that. And if I do have this one, I just didn't have it listed. Now I will. And then one year they did the puzzle. I don't know which year this is for Topps Heritage. If somebody tells me, I know. But this was the puzzle. And it comes, I'm glad it's got like plastic on it so it stays together. I don't know. I was thinking about sending this in to get graded, but I don't think it could happen. This might be a piece I like take to the National just to see if it can get graded. And it's probably oversized, and I'm just not paying the ransom fee for oversized right now. But it's the Topps puzzle. Love that. And I remember when this first came out, it was kind of pricey, but this one, I got this Sport Lot's usually a little bit cheaper than everywhere else, unless they're selling it on several platforms, and then it's a little bit pricier. But you can always shoot in offers. So this is the stuff that I picked up from Mike. He texted me that day and was like, "Man, I got some toppers, oversized, Sports Illustrated stuff," and I was like, "Nice." I didn't want to oversell how eager I was, but I was eager for that. First is going to be this Ken Griffey Upper Deck. Now, after I got this and was putting it in my spreadsheet, and there's a whole set of this oversized with different things, with different little stories on the back of Ken Griffey. So I think that, be something to look out for. I'm so hard on Pete. I usually, during Mike shows, a good way for me to kind of get the rest of my cards for Mount Rushmore guys, and break away from buying just Pete's all the time. So it's pretty cool to do that. Let's see. I got this Juan Soto Stadium Club topper that they had one year. Love that. We're still with the Nationals. Love this picture that's coming up here. Frank Thomas. This is a side of Frank. He was just such a gentle giant when he played. I'm sorry about the glare. I just didn't know what else to do with these oversized. That is one I would love to get holder, but I'm just not going to pay the oversized fee. These here, I will get frames. I don't really have anywhere to put them. I might just put them in top loaders for now, because I do have top loaders that fits this one. I missed this one. I was putting stuff in top loaders because this perforated. I don't want them to break apart. But this is Ripken, Dave Winfield, who I really like, Bo Jackson, and Doc Gooden. Ripken is, of course, why I got it. These are, reprints, replicas of the 75 Topps. It's out of Topps magazine. So pretty cool cards. Really like them. Just something different, something to have. I have a couple of bins of just oversized stuff. I put out display, which you'll see sometime once I can get stuff where I want it. This one here, one of them is already coming apart a little bit, so I need to get this in something sooner rather than later. But of course, you know why I got it, Ken Griffey. But I was a huge, I was so upset when the Mets traded Kevin Mitchell. I was a huge Kevin Mitchell fan. Um, so, Ruben Sierra, one of the prettiest swings for a right-hander. Dan Peltier, a guy that, never really owned up. Dave Stanton, another guy that had a decent career, but never really panned out either. Brett Saberhagen, Mike Scott. I used to collect Mike Scott in the 80s just because that's my name, Mike Scott. Now I collect Mike Scott pop characters from Dunder Mifflin, The Office. This right here is another reprint. Cal Ripken and Carlton Fisk and Julio Franco. I need to start picking up some Carlton Fisk playing days. I would like to get his rookie. He's right behind my head right now on the wall auto, just to put in my catcher's collection. I don't need to get too crazy with him, but great catcher. And this one, you'll see again why I got this one. Young Ken Griffey, but also Roger Clemens. 91 rookies. Let's see. That'll be Brian McRae, who had a nice run. Sean Berry had a cup of coffee. I don't believe he stuck around too long. This one here. Now, this is some players here. This one's pretty good. Frank Thomas, guy named Robin Yount, and Ellis Burks, who had a great career with Boston. So not a bad one there. This one here, he just flashed this up so fast. I just thought it was awesome. He said it had damage on it somewhere. Threw it in. I was just like, I don't care. I took it. Just 97 Leaf Tiki Barber. This is something. So I have decisions to make, and I'll talk more about it on my Sunday show. I have a plan in something about the National. He's not going to be there, but this is something I would love to get autographed by him. I love 8x10 autographs. So there you have it. And then this I did put in. He had this one is the last one here. This is just beautiful. This is a pre-production sample for 93 Tops. So it's got, I don't think he realized when he saw it until he picked it up at the sale, because he goes, Scott has first dibs, and that's because of Gary Carter. Did not have this sheet. I don't have this card cut out. This is probably edition of, so probably a Gary Carter collector. I'm sure Carter's Kids has this. I haven't seen anything that he doesn't have, but the collection I bought didn't have this. And this would be about the only thing that I added from, Gary Carter's playing, even though it's the end of his playing days, did not have. And it's got, Pete Inclavia, great power hitter, had a good career. Larry Walker, we all know about him. Spike Owen, he stuck around for years. Andre Dawson, the great Hawk. Bobby Bonilla, we know about him, part of the great Pirates outfield. And after that, he had my man Gary Carter. What's so cool about this is, the infamous back where you got all of his years right there. Love seeing that. Ken Griffey, Roberto Alomar, great. And Dave Fleming, who was around. He's a lefty, pitched for years. So there you have it. Some oversized stuff. I love oversized, unique, different stuff. Try not to say oddball, Rick. But just things that you're not going to find everywhere. You just can't buy packs. Stuff that goes out to like conventions and things like that. They just get out in the wild after a while, and people that I hate to say the word serious collectors, because you don't have to be. Something you like, you pick it up. Don't have to be a serious collector. But somebody that, player collects or something like that, I find this stuff just great. This is stuff I don't see every day. This is the stuff I gravitate to at the National. There's always like one row of guys that have like food and beverage or uh, cards that were handed out in certain areas of the country, like cards that were handed out by police officers or firemen, or just at ballparks, the postcards and things like that. I really like that stuff. And I don't live in I've never lived in an area that a ball team was at to get like stuff like at shows that sent that stuff seems to pop out. I would love to go up to a New Jersey or New York or more New York or even the Philadelphia show and hoping some New York stuff's there. Uh, closer to New York City, so I can maybe find stuff. And that's my thought is like I can get closer to there. I'm sure it might be on eBay and stuff, but again, that type of stuff I tend to like to see. Especially like if it's perforated, I like to see it. I like to hold it, see if it's damaged, if somebody tried to hand cut it, to make sure if it's got the black lines around it. Because I know more now of what I'm looking at. It's taken me a while. I'm far from learning all of it, but I've gotten better at what I'm looking at when it comes to that stuff. And I that's the type of stuff I really really enjoy collecting. A lot of times it's not that expensive, but it's some of the most rare stuff. It's just that a lot of people just don't care about it. It doesn't say tops. It doesn't have a number on it. It's not doesn't have flashiness to it. I missed those cards from the 70s, 80s, and early 90s, man. Um, I miss craft. I missed that stuff. I love hitting it when I'm looking through my cards. I pull that stuff out. That stuff I won't sell. You won't see it. I won't sell that type of stuff. I have a special place in my PC for food and beverage and certain stuff like KB or Kmart cards or uh, I don't know. Does anybody else have nostalgia? Because I think that's the word for it, nostalgia. Where it gets your memory flowing and things like that. That's the type. I do like the tops and Fleer from the early '80s and Donruss, but it just seems like the food and beverage. Because I've said it before. There was a time where we didn't have a lot of money in the house, and if I could get my parents to buy food that had cards on it, it was a win-win for everybody. Or my grandma, um, you know, and but also cards then you could get for a quarter a pack or whatever. So I could at least get a pack or something. But it was, if I could get more by buying food product with it on there, it was just a win-win. Or batteries. I got so many Duracell cards and Milkbone cards, things like that. Just awesome. So let me know how y'all collect. I'm always fascinated. If anybody out there feels the same way about oversized as I do, it does. I found top loaders. I found soft sleeves now for 'em. And the ones I don't put out on display, I have Rubbermaid type of cases for them that fits in it perfectly. And every once in a while, I'll go through them when I change up what I have sitting around, uh, or get a new shelf or something. I love doing that. So until next time, like, share, tell a friend, and I hope to see you Saturday. I'm not going to promise this time, uh, but hopefully, if I don't have to work all day, I hope to see y'all Saturday with a little chat, maybe a showcase of some sort. Until then, see ya.